Hey guys, today we're talking about how we can manage dyscalculia. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Cindy, the LD Educator, and I am super excited to share with you 4 ways to manage math disabilities. So the first way you can manage dyscalculia is by giving it a name. So whether you are a parent or a teacher watching this video to help your student, or whether or not you are a person who have formerly been diagnosed with a math disability like dyscalculia, you have to make it your business to learn as much as you can about dyscalculia. You mustn't keep yourself nor your loved one in the dark. Like, there's nothing more painful for me than to see someone who is suffering from something with different symptoms that cause them pain, frustration, and to not know exactly what it is. You really can't get over something that you don't know what it is. So you do not want to keep your child in the dark. Make sure you give it a name. Learn all you can. Matter of fact, when you give things a name, when you say a name, it takes the power to hurt you out of it. That's why we have seen this like big movement with dyslexia. And the term is say dyslexia, because when you say it, you take the shame out of it. You know, there are so many people who are living with the shame of dyscalculia. You know, maybe they have dropped out of high school or dropped out of college because they just couldn't figure out how to get around it. And oftentimes they feel just stupid. So I want all of you to know, if you are someone who is suffering right now, or who is having a hard time because of a math learning disability, because of dyscalculia, then I want you to give voice to it. I want you to name it. The second way that you can manage dyscalculia is to actually acknowledge the struggles that it causes and to praise hard work. You know, oftentimes we live in a society where we are so results driven, and we don't take the time out to reward people for actually working hard. You know, there's this phrase that I say about talent, and it is, talent without hard work isn't good enough. And so I really believe that we should reward our students for their hard work. Once you do that, you teach them that their hard work is more valuable than whatever that final grade is. And we also teach them that even if that final grade isn't what they hope for, that they can take pride in the fact that they worked hard. It is so important to teach our students and even recognize within ourselves that it's all about the amount of effort. Every time we do something, we're not going to be super successful. And that goes for anybody, whether or not they have a disability or any type of disorder. Like, the thing that we have to learn to praise is actually work ethic. And when you have a work ethic, and when you're resilient, when you can take a hit and get back up again, you're going to find that it's going to make you more resilient. And even when you encounter the struggle, you know that there is a work ethic, and that you're going to have to keep going in order to, you know, get to be the best, or whatever your best is. So make sure that you're not always patting your child on the back because they made an A or a B. We have to recognize that even when they bring home a C or a D, if that was the result of their absolute best and their absolute hardest try, and that they put work into that, then we need to also reward them and praise them just as much for that C or D as we do A's and B's. The third way that we can manage dyscalculia is to actually acknowledge our strengths. You know, it's so hard. Life, once again, in general, it has little to do with having dyscalculia or any other type of learning disability. When we are not good at something, it often is magnified in our mind over the 1,000,001 things that we are good at. So it is really important for us to learn how to conceptualize our weaknesses. Having dyscalculia or any other learning disability for that matter is only a small part of who you are. It's only a small part of your academic abilities. You have to learn how to identify what your strengths are. There are tons of people who have dyscalculia. Numbers may play a trick on their mind, but they are superb writers. They are awesome readers and so forth. So you have to definitely play to whatever those strengths are. Make sure you understand what your strengths are so that you won't get beaten up so bad just because you don't do as well in math. Finally, the fourth thing that we can do to manage dyscalculia is to actually stop negative self-talk. It's only natural when we're not good at something and we've tried our hardest. Sometimes we start to just, have low self-esteem, to feel like we are not good enough or that we are stupid. But we have to stop that in its track. And one of the most powerful strategies that I have come across to really teach my students how to stay positive is growth mindset. And if you don't know what that is, I definitely encourage you to research it more, but I will give you a short little description. Growth mindset is all about kind of accepting failure and then using it to learn from it and to get better. It's about having a positive mindset about where we are and our effort. So instead of saying, I can't, growth mindset says, I can't yet. Instead of saying, I don't know how to do this, growth mindset may say, I am learning how to do it. So we always want to keep that window of hope open. Negative self-talk shuts that window closed. But when we have a positive mindset, a positive outlook, then that window stays open. And once again, if you are diagnosed with dyscalculia, then that, no matter how hard you try, you're going to always encounter some obstacles. That's the nature of the disability. But I also believe that no matter what the disability is, with resilience, with faith, and with hard work, we can maneuver around it. And so I hope these 4 things have helped you out a lot in regards to managing dyscalculia. I know the shame and the embarrassment that comes along with learning disabilities because I have dyslexia. But I also know that we are some of the most amazing people, and I believe that about you. I believe that about your son or daughter. A lot of times we can always talk about the academic side, but we fail to talk about the emotional impact that labels have on students, adults, and children who actually have learning disabilities. So I hope you take these 4 things to heart. I hope you use them and know that you can succeed no matter wherever you are. Don't give up. Understand who you are and what you bring to this world. I am rooting for you. Thank you once again for watching my video. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have any questions, put a comment down below. Until next time. Matter of fact, I actually did a video a while ago on dyscalculia, just going into more of the actual definition and different characteristics. So if you are interested, you can click up there, or I also attach it to the end. All right, guys, you have a great one. Bye.